Yer was good, YouTube. Black Ops 6 beta is here, and I got y'all, man. I got y'all with the best settings right now. I was gonna make this a two-part video, but I got you with the one-part video, man. So we about to get straight into it. I'm gonna give you guys the best settings for PS5 and the best class you should be using. I'm gonna just give you one class. You could be running two guns, but there's definitely a one-gun meta right now. But yeah, without further ado, let's get to it, man. All right, so first things first, you guys want to go to graphics or settings, graphics. Make sure your 120 hertz refresh rate is on. Safe area, you want to lower it. You can have it a little bigger than mine, but you don't want to have it stretched out to fit the screen. And then you want to go over to quality and then make sure your world motion blur, weapon motion blur is off. Your depth of field is on, fidelity cast on, and I think default this is on 50 for me. I don't know how much it'll be for you guys, but you definitely want to make it 100. So what this does is graphics, basically helps your graphics. And then on demand texture streaming, we can't turn this off right now. I think it's just because the beta. So what you want to do is go to minimal and then hit square or X if you're on Xbox, and then go to allocated and put small. All right, that's it for quality. And then you guys want to go to view, go motion reduction off, FOV. So FOV is like a personalized opinion. If you guys play Warzone a lot, you might want to play 120, but for multiplayer 120 is definitely not needed. So for multiplayer I recommend going 95 to 105. 80s you want to change it to affected. So what this does is it zooms the value closer to the field of view setting. So basically what that means is when you're zooming in, when you're pressing your L2 button to aim in your weapon, it's gonna zoom in a slight bit instead of if you switch it to independent, it's gonna zoom in way more. Weapon field of view default. Oh yeah, everything else is basically default here. And then your first person camera movement, make sure this is on 50. Oh yeah, default's 100, so you want to change this to 50. All right, next we got audio settings. So audio settings, you want to hit square right here, turn down your gameplay volume, turn down your dialogue, turn down cinematics. You could put it up a little bit if you want, but it's really no point. Dialogue, it's basically, it'll tell you when kill streaks are coming in or certain things on the map is going on, so you want to have this up a little bit. And make sure your effects volume is turned all the way up. So this is for footsteps, gun movement, whatever, people shooting, any type of in-game effects. This is what you want to have up. And then audio mix, I know I don't have a crazy headset. I have the PS5 3D audio headset, so I use home theater. But you guys definitely want to try out home theater or headphones bass boost and see which one works better depending on the headset that you got. Then voice chat volume, obviously this is self-explanatory. These are personal settings. If you guys want to have voice chat on, proximity chat, this is where you go to turn that on. Your microphone level, and then you can test it right here as well. All right, now for interface, you want to go to interface settings, go to global, and this is where you can turn your latency, packet loss, connection, all that stuff off. If you're on PC, you can turn your FPS on. And you can skip kill cam. I think that's new. And then you want to go R1 to the, where is it? Oh, right here, to readability. So go down to color customization. And then once you're in color customization, what you want to do is go down to color filter 2, and this I had it on 75. You want to turn both of these up to 100. So what this is basically gonna do is make the colors pop more and be easier visibility basically. Also, another thing they added this year is you could customize your gameplay HUD. So right here we have 2 that's locked, and then we have a little presets here. So basically these are just random presets. It just changes your interface. They got one right here where it changes your mini map to a sonar radar or something. I don't think that one's useful, but everything else is if you just want to change it just for the aesthetic, then you hit R1 and then it brings up back the color customization. Alright, last but not least, controller settings. The biggest settings I always tell people, your sensitivity. So right now my sense is 6.5 right now, but you definitely, this is personalized, but you definitely for sniping want to go a higher sense for sure. And for red gunning, I like to put in a lower sense. I feel like 6.5 is good for me. There's no set sensitivity. I know a lot of people try to say like, oh, you should be running this sensitivity, that sensitivity. I feel like you should just get into a game, a private match if you want, or a regular game, and just test out sensitivity. And just, if your aiming is a little off, just lower it by 1 or 2 and you find that right spot. But you guys should definitely try out 6.5, and I wouldn't go higher than 7, I would say. So you guys could try anywhere from 5 to 7. I know last year I played on 4 for ranked, and then I think towards the end I changed to 5, but it wasn't that bad. And then what you want to do here is scroll down, take off your controller vibration off, trigger effect off, and then next big thing is dead zones. So dead zones, what you want to do is you can test right here. You turn this on, see if you have stick drift. I have like a slight, kind of like a 1% stick drift on my right stick. It's like a barely, it's nothing too crazy. So what you would want to do if you have a lot of stick drift on your left stick, you would turn this up until the stick drift basically goes away. So I don't really have that much, I don't have any stick drift, I don't think, on my left stick. So this is at 0. Left stick max, you want to turn this to 75. So what this does is basically when you push the stick, you see how I'm pushing it, and it's like right there. I'm not fully pushing it, but it's going right here to activate the full sprint basically. So yeah, then right stick, like I said, if you guys have stick drift, you would want to turn this up a little bit. I have mine on 3. I haven't been running into any problems with that. And another big thing, L2 button dead zone and R2 button dead zone, turn these to 0. You need to have this at 0 so it'll be 100% responsive. As soon as you tap that thing, it's gonna aim in and shoot. So you definitely want to turn this to 0. Now for aiming, right here, like I said, after you get your right sense, you want to come down here, press square, and come down to the multiplier focus for ADS and turn it down a little. I wouldn't say go lower than 0.75. I know last year I was experimenting, but so far in the beta I've been running 0.9 and it's been feeling good. So I'm gonna leave that on 0.9. And then right here, so we have aiming advanced setting. This is like, besides sensitivity, this is the number one and number 2 between sensitivity, and this is settings that you definitely would want to change. So aim response curve type. Right here, this is a big one. So a lot of people play on standard, some play on linear, but the most popular one is dynamic. And I know last year I played on dynamic in the beginning, but towards the end I leaned more towards linear, and I feel like for me it was working better. But this year on the beta, I've been trying dynamic. I haven't really tried linear or standard, but I've been using dynamic. And listen, I dropped a nuke my second game, and I just been teeing up. My PR right now is like 78. I haven't even been playing that much. But yeah, just try out dynamic, and just try out any of these, but definitely try to use dynamic and see which one works the best for you. And target aim assist, you definitely obviously want to have that on. And then movement, so this is the new movement tab. We have tactical sprint assist. So basically what this does is when you move forward, there's not gonna be, it's like a little delay when you move, because the movement is forward, backwards, left, right, but you can still be looking forward and aiming in and shooting while dolphin diving backwards. So basically, to sum it all up, tactical sprint assist is definitely going to help you out. Turn off mental assist, turn off crouch assist, turn off automatic airborne mantle, and then slide behavior, you want to be running hybrid or tap to slide. I like tap to slide. Hybrid takes a little getting used to, and you just got to try it out and just get used to it. But for me, tap to slide is better. Auto door peek, you definitely want to have this on. Advanced movement, just copy everything right here. I'm pretty sure I didn't really change anything here except for, I think, auto move forward. Nah, yeah, I think all of this is default. Next thing is combat. So combat is basically self-explanatory. Everything you just want to have on default, and then you could go right here if you guys want to change up a little settings for Warzone. I know some people like to interact, to pick stuff up and whatever. You can change all this stuff here. I just have everything on default. Alright, man, now that we got the settings down, I'm gonna give you guys the class setup. I could sit here and milk the video and make a long video. That's not what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is give you guys the best class setup. Jackal PDW is basically the AK-74U. For those who don't know, if you didn't play older Black Ops games, the AK-74U was always a good gun in all those games. So basically, I don't know, they called it the Jackal PDW, so that's what they called it. That's what we're going with. So Jackal PDW. Muzzle, I see a lot of people running a suppressor, but for me, the compensator is definitely a good attachment if you guys can control the recoil more, or you want to stay, if you guys are going for higher like kill streaks, the suppressor is definitely a good option here. But you want to go compensator or suppressor. The #1 barrel is reinforced barrel. So I was running, I think, this one for damage range. So until you get this one, you could just run either one of these. But reinforced gives you both damage range and bullet velocity, so you definitely want to run reinforced barrel. It's the best barrel for this gun. Magazine, you can run honestly any magazine here. I see a lot of people running the extended mag 1 because you don't have any sprint of fire or aim down sight speed cons. But for me, I feel like in these 6v6 lobbies, when you're going for higher kill streaks, I like having the extended mag for the 50 mag. But honestly, the magazine is optional. Yeah, so the magazine is optional. If you don't want to put a magazine on, what you can do is go for a stock, the balanced stock, or you can go underbarrel. When I was running the underbarrel, I was running the Ranger, rare grip, the ergonomic grip. It gives you aim down sight speed, slide to fire speed, and dive to fire speed. Some people run quick draw, so you could definitely try quick draw out. But if you don't like it, you definitely go ergonomic. And then now rapid fire. This was the game changer. So at first, like I said, I wasn't really like, this is my last class I've been using and I've been frying with. But if you don't want to run rapid fire, like I said, you can run an underbarrel or a stock. You go to balanced stock or the Ranger foregrip. So basically, like I said, there's a couple options you could go with here, but for me, this is the best setup that I'm running right now. I ran basically all the attachments. So for going for nukes and high kill streaks, this is what I would recommend running. The only thing really I would change is putting a suppressor for the compensator, but you do get a little bit more recoil with this suppressor, but it's honestly not even too crazy. You can go any pistol here, it doesn't really matter. I'm running the GS45, I haven't really been using it. And then every class has a melee weapon. If you guys did not know, you just hold the melee button down and it pulls out the knife. Stim shots a must. I know people have been running flashbang and concussion, but stim shots OP. They take like less than a second. They just tap you and boom. Semtex, I like running the Semtex. You can really run any one of these, they're all pretty much good. Field upgrade, I'm running trophy. Now another big huge thing, they have this thing called specialty perks. So if you guys look on the right side of the screen, it's a new thing in this game. It's called combat specialty perks. So basically how to unlock these perks is you have to stick to one color perk. So basically, as you guys can see, my perk 1, 2, and 3 are all red. So that basically gives me the enforcer. And if I want to get any other ones here, I just basically have to follow the code. And I got perk greed on instead of overkill, because you don't really need overkill. I feel like at least on the beta, you just pick a gun up. I just pick guns up with my instead of my pistol. And then I have flak jacket on for my perk greed. Some people are running ghost. You can run ghost, gung ho, or flak jacket. I like running flak jacket, so I don't get hit with a lot of nades. But honestly, if you're running trophy system, you don't really have to run flak jacket. But the trophies do get destroyed easily. You just hold square and they just destroy them. So man, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you please drop a like, subscribe to the channel, man. Really helps me out. And let me know if you guys use this class setup. Let me know how you guys did. Like I said, this is the class right here. I've been running it. It's been running smooth. I haven't really needed to change anything. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out.